Good morning, students. So, today's topic is gluconeogenesis. Last class we have studied about digestion and absorption of carbohydrates and glycolysis. Today we'll see about gluconeogenesis. Okay. So, what do you mean by gluconeogenesis? If you split up the word and see, it is gluco. That is glucose. Neo means new. Genesis means synthesis. So, new glucose synthesis. Okay, so whatever food we are consuming, we get glucose in it. So when we are starving, when we are fasting, when there is no dietary source of glucose, body itself will synthesize glucose. So that process is called as gluconeogenesis. So how gluconeogenesis takes place, where it takes place, what are the substrate required for this gluconeogenesis, we will see one by one. Okay, so gluconeogenesis means synthesis of glucose or glycogen from non-carbohydrate compounds. Okay, so major substrates are lactate, pyruvate, glucogenic amino acids, propionate and glycerol. Substrate means a starting material for it to start. So either it might be lactate, pyruvate or glucogenic amino acid. Glucogenic amino acid means amino acids which enter glucogenic pathway for synthesis of glucose. Ketogenic amino acids are also there, that enters the ketone pathway, ketone metabolism. In chemistry of amino acids go through once, and where it takes place in the liver and in some extent in the kidney. So subcellular site will be cytosol. Glycolysis also was in cytosol, right? And some precursors are produced in mitochondria. Importance or um, benefit of this gluconeogenesis is central nervous system. Okay, CNS, RBCs, erythrocytes, testes, kidney. Okay, all these are dependent on glucose for continuous supply of energy. So they are dependent on gluconeogenesis. Then glucose is the only source of supplies energy for the skeletal muscle under anaerobic conditions. All the carbohydrates are synthesized from glucose. Okay, example lactose. So glucose is converted to glycerol and then it is utilized for the synthesis of fat. During starvation, I told you gluconeogenesis, it maintains the blood glucose level. Certain metabolites produced, they get accumulated in the blood. Example lactate, glycerol, propionate. So gluconeogenesis effectively clears them from the blood. It makes use of these compounds and synthesizes glucose. So reactions of gluconeogenesis, if you look at, it will resemble glycolysis. Okay, and three reactions of glycolysis are irreversible. I hope you all remember that. Or else go through once glycolysis. So without understanding glycolysis, it will be difficult to understand gluconeogenesis. So which are the irreversible steps? You please go through. Then the 7 reactions are common for both glycolysis and gluconeogenesis. While explaining glycolysis also I had told you all. And key glucogenic enzymes are pyruvate carboxylase, phosphoenol pyruvate carboxykinase, fructose 1,6 bisphosphatase and glucose 6 phosphate. These are the key enzymes. The first reaction, if you look at, it is pyruvate carboxylase reaction. So pyruvate in the cytoplasm, it will be there. That will enter mitochondria. Then this pyruvate will get carboxylated. Carboxylated means addition of carbon dioxide, and it forms oxaloacetate. This carboxylation is catalyzed by pyruvate carboxylase. So wherever carboxylase enzymes, there it requires biotin as a cofactor, coenzyme, and ATP is also utilized. So pyruvate undergoes carboxylation To form oxaloacetate, enzyme is pyruvate carboxylase. Okay. Then here malate aspartate shuttle is there. So what it is, why it is important, I'll tell you. See, oxaloacetate is generated inside the mitochondria. Pyruvate carboxylation produces oxaloacetate, but this is there in the mitochondria. This has to come to cytosol where the gluconeogenesis is happening, right? So carrying of this oxaloacetate into cytosol is done by this malate aspartate shuttle. Oxaloacetate is first converted to malate. Then this can reach the traverse the membrane and reach the cytoplasm. Okay, again the malate reconverts back into oxaloacetate. The enzyme is malate dehydrogenase. This is present both in mitochondria and cytoplasm. Okay, so clear with the shuttle. What is happening in the mitochondria? Pyruvate is getting converted into oxaloacetate. This oxaloacetate in the mitochondria should come to the cytosol for the gluconeogenesis, but the mitochondrial membrane is impermeable for this oxaloacetate. So what it does, oxaloacetate is converted into malate. Then in the form of malate it will enter the cytosol. Once it reaches the cytosol, it converts back into oxaloacetate. Okay, enzyme is malate dehydrogenase. Next is reaction of phosphoenol pyruvate carbokinase. So in the cytoplasm this enzyme is there, PEPCK enzyme that converts oxaloacetate into phosphoenol pyruvate. Then GTP or ITP, inosine triphosphate. Inosine triphosphate, guanosine triphosphate. They donate the phosphate group and there will be conversion of pyruvate to phosphoenol pyruvate. See here you can see oxaloacetate converting into phosphoenol pyruvate, utilization of GTP. Next, partial reversal of glycolysis. Phosphoenol pyruvate again undergoes all the glycolytic reactions. I told no, 7 reactions are same. All these are reversible reactions. So this is the pathway flow chart showing gluconeogenesis pathway. So from below you see pyruvate is converted into oxaloacetate, oxaloacetate into phosphoenol pyruvate. So phosphoenol pyruvate, from here it is reversal of glycolysis. Phosphoenol pyruvate to 2-phosphoglycerate, 3-phosphoglycerate, 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Arrow marks you have to be sure it is reversible or irreversible. You should show it clearly. Okay, and the enzyme should be proper. Okay, just have a look on this pathway. Okay, action of fructose 1,6-bisphosphatase, that will act on fructose 1,6-bisphosphate to form fructose 6-phosphate and phosphate. Okay, see fructose 1,6-phosphate acted upon by fructose 1,6-bisphosphatase to give fructose 6-phosphate. Next, glucose 6-phosphate is hydrolyzed to free glucose by glucose 6-phosphatase. Okay, once again. Okay, glucose 6-phosphate acted upon by glucose 6-phosphatase to form glucose. It might be a little confusing. I'll show you the final pathway. Yeah. So this is the chart showing summary of gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis enzyme's name is in red. Glycolysis enzyme's name is in blue. Okay. So from glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, I told you it is all the same. See, from glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, aldolase will act fructose 1,6-phosphate. Fructose 1,6-bisphosphatase will act on this fructose 6-phosphate. Then isomerase enzyme will act on fructose 6-phosphate. Glucose 6-phosphate is formed. Glucose 6 phosphatase acts on this and releases glucose. So this is gluconeogenesis. Both this pathway and this whole thing is gluconeogenesis, not just this. Okay. And substrate for gluconeogenesis, I told you, it is lactate, glucogenic amino acid, glycerate and propionyl. So when gluconeogenesis is asked, it can be asked separately or along with glycolysis it can be asked. So you have to write first the definition, where it is taking place, what is the site, what is the subcellular site, okay, then what are the substrates, okay, all these things you have to mention first. Then you have to go to the pathway. In the pathway, clearly you have to mention the names of the compounds, names of the enzyme, and what is happening there: dehydrogenase, decarboxylation, addition of water, hydration, whatever is taking place with arrow mark, clearly you have to mention about that. And then you have to explain also. Just writing the flowchart and leaving is not sufficient, you have to explain that also. Okay, this slide shows regulation of gluconeogenesis. This also you have to write at the end. Okay, regulation is important. So regulatory enzymes, key enzymes I told you: pyruvate carboxylase, phosphoenol pyruvate carboxykinase, fructose 1,6 bisphosphatase and glucose 6 phosphatase. These are the enzymes, and these get activated by this cortisol, glucagon, adrenaline and acetyl-CoA. If glucagon is there, the opposite inhibition is done by insulin. Okay. Thank you. So this is a very simple topic, gluconeogenesis. Revise once glycolysis and then read about gluconeogenesis. Thank you.